Illuminati. And the Illuminati are composed of three major groups, okay? You have the Jesuits, who control the Vatican. You have the Sephardim Frankists, which control the modern state of Israel today. And you have the Freemasons, which control the national security apparatus of the United States. And
This video series will be upon Professor Jiang, who has a BA in literature and who is a conspiratorial Christian eschatologist. This specific video will be a response on the video called The US-Iran War, Episode 9, on his channel called Predictive History. I will respond to each of Professor Jiang's main claims and arguments in a cohesive manner and debunk them piece by piece. So please watch and like and subscribe. And here we go. Section 1, Shia Fate and Martyrdom.
From the Iranian perspective, this is a martyrdom, okay? And so the religion of the Iranians is called Shia Muslim. And this is different from Sunni Muslim. So Sunnis are the majority. They're about 9% of all Muslims in the world. The Shia have always been the minority. And as such, they've always been persecuted. So in the Shia faith, the core value, the force that binds everyone together and gives them purpose and meaning in life, that galvanizes them into action, is the idea of martyrdom, which forces jihad. To sacrifice yourself for your religion, sacrifice yourself for the common good. So think of the death of Khamenei as a sacrifice.
Mr. Jiang doesn't understand the Shia faith and the 12-verse Shiism version of it. He has not read any history books on Shia religion and their history, nor he has read any book on Iranian history. To make this point very clear, the Shia religion is not about jihad, not specifically the Shia. Their Shiism is not based on a central concept of martyrdom or jihad. Jihad is not the most central concept in Shia faith. Also, Ayatollah Khamenei, the leader of Iran who was assassinated by US and Israel, is not an imam. He's not called an imam in Shia faith, nor is a descendant of them. Only the 12 imams, which includes the last imam, who is called Al-Mahdi, who is occultated or is gone. We don't know his origins. Where is he? Has the capacity to initiate jihad public level, at a national level. Not the government, not the Ayatollah, or call him supreme leader, had the capacity to do it. That's fucking stupid to do so. Only the 12 imams have the capacity to call for jihad. That is an explicit command in Shia theology and law. Many Iranian dissidents, which includes a lot of Persians and some Kurds also, Kurdish people, are celebrating the death of Khamenei. They are Shia people. Most of them are Shia, but they are against the regime and they are not celebrating his death, nor they are seeing it as a jihad. Professor Jiang did not know that, nor he has argued for that in this video I'm critiquing. Now we move to section 2, the GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Countries.
Dubai. It's one of the GCC countries, okay? The Gulf coastal countries. And for the longest time, Dubai had a really good deal because they were under the protection of the American military. So they didn't have to pay for defense. And then they were in the Middle East, which is the oil producing center of the world. And so they focus on aviation, they focus on logistics, they focus on finance, on tourism. They became extremely wealthy, right? I'm not sure if you've taken Emirates, one of the best airlines in the world. So their airport, Dubai Airport, is the busiest in the world. And Dubai, for the longest time, was flourishing under American protection. And Dubai said to the world, listen, we're like Switzerland. We're neutral. We don't want any involvement in any wars. We're here just to take care of our citizens, to make sure everyone has a good time, to make money. And then right after the war started, the Iranians attacked the GCC, okay? Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, they attacked these places. And these places were like, what's going on? We're neutral, man. We're not involved in this war. And the airport was shut down in Dubai. At one point, the rich people in Dubai were willing to pay about 250,000 US dollars just to get on a plane and get out of there. Okay? So the reality is this. For the longest time, Dubai had a reputation for being safe, and that's why people moved their money there. Guess what, guys? After what the Iranians did, it's dead. Dubai as a city, in the long term, it is dead. Because you're a wealthy Westerner, you're not going to move to a place where it could be attacked anytime by the Iranians. You might move to Singapore, you might move to Hong Kong, Japan.
Dubai is not an American base, nor any kind of American military uses that city as a base. That's a complete lie Mr. Jiang made up. Sure, Dubai is a safe city and a haven for rich people and billionaires, but Dubai does not have a military base. That's a complete lie. You can look on the map. Dubai does not have a military base. I must also emphasize Dubai is not protected by the US military. That's a complete lie this fucker made up. This fucker doesn't know anything about economy, nor he doesn't know anything about history. This man is a fucking fraud. Section 3, Bahrain and the US Fifth Fleet.
Will probably be one of the major centers of this conflict. Because, first of all, this is the American Fifth Fleet. Right? This is their naval base in the Middle East. And as you can see, the Iranians are attacking it with missiles. And it's being blown up. Bahrain is interesting because it has about 50% or even more, okay, Shia, which is the religion of the Iranians. But the people in charge are the Sunnis. And so what makes this strike really important from our perspective is, first of all, not only are the Iranians attacking US military assets, not only are they destroying the economies of the GCC, but they're also trying to ignite a religious war, right? Because you're Shia, you're loyal to the Ayatollah. And if he's dead, then you must, as a religious obligation, now commit jihad against your enemies.
Mr. Jiang is right about the demographics of Bahrain. Bahrain has more than 50% of the Muslim population as Shia. But again, he still makes that analogy. The Shia faith is not about martyrdom. Even if the Ayatollah died and is seen as a martyr by the Shia population, he's not the Imam. Iran cannot do a direct jihad. The IRGC also has not direct called for a direct jihad. That's a complete lie he made up. And Dubai will not go bankrupt because the GCC has more than just exports. Only the Imam or a religious authority, something very supreme like the Caliphate, can declare direct jihad. Iran has not done that. Many jurists had given fatwa for jihad, but Iran directly has not called for jihad. Section 4, the Strait of Hormuz.
This small area, guys, it's called the Strait of Hormuz. All right? And it's important because it's really the center of the world. This one area is the nexus, the pivot of the world. Let me explain why. First of all, from the GCC, you have 20% of all the world's oil flowing through this narrow strait. Where does it go, guys? It goes to Asia, India, Pakistan, South Korea, China, Japan.
Mr. Jiang is right about the Strait of Hormuz situation. Oil and gas prices are out of the rocket. They're more than $100 per barrel, if I'm clear. I don't know fully. But Mr. Jiang is wrong about the food shortage situation. The GCC does export most of its food because but it does not come through the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz only connects 20% of the world's oil economy. It is not about the food. There has been no signs of starvation. Even after 2 weeks of Iran war, nobody is starving. He completely made that up. That point was a complete lie. Section 5. Asymmetric warfare.
All right, so what is asymmetry? Asymmetry means that the two sides are choosing to fight different wars using different techniques because one is much stronger than the other, okay? America is a great empire. It has unlimited resources. It has the USD. It controls the world, right? Iran is a country that has been under economic sanctions for the past 45 years. It's poor. Its technology is very limited, okay? But as we learn in this class, actually, those nations that are poor actually have more energy. They're more open and they're more cohesive. All right, so let me give an example. This is what we call the Shahad drones. Shahad drones. Each of these drones costs $50,000 at most, okay? At most. It can go as cheap as 35,000 US dollars. But one of them is $50,000. As you can see, you can fit a lot of these drones to a truck that can go anywhere in Iran, and they can hide anywhere. All right? So the thing to understand is, first of all, these drones are cheap. They're easy to make. They make about 500 a day. Okay? And estimates are about there's 80,000 right now that the Iranians have. So they can go on for a long, long time. Okay? And one of these drones, again, can knock out a desalination plant. It can knock out an oil field. It can knock out a hotel. It can do a lot of damage. Okay? And it's easily transportable. You can hide it anywhere. You can use it from anywhere, okay? And that's what the Iranians are using as an offensive weapon. And how do the Americans defend against this? They use something called a THAAD, right? Right, guys? This is what they use. THAAD. THAAD stands for Thermal High Altitude Air Defense. And they also have like Patriot systems. There's a lot, okay? The thing that you need to know about the system is it's really expensive. This missile, guys, costs $1 million. $1 million. So there's this $50,000 drone coming your way, and you throw a $1 million missile at it, okay? And often these missiles miss, so you have to throw 2 or 3 missiles at it, okay? So you're spending $2 to $3 million on each $50,000 that the Iranians spend. That's kind of silly. Second thing you'll notice is that this thing is really big and really slow. And therefore, you can't really move it around. Therefore, it's pretty easy for the Iranians to spot where this is and attack it. And then when these things blow up, that's a lot of money, guys. Okay? Then you're like, what? But this makes no sense. You know the Iranians have drones. They've had drones for like 10 years. You've also seen drones used in the Russia-Ukraine war to devastating effect. Why don't the Americans know this? Why did they prepare? Okay, and again, it has to do with military doctrine. Because military doctrine...
Mr. Jiang is wrong about the $1 million per interceptor or missile, you could say, for modern Patriot missiles and THAAD interceptors. Real cost are actually several million. For Patriot PSA-3 it is 4 million, and for THAAD it is 12 million, and that's why he's also wrong about the actual figures. And also I want to make this clear, there are also lower cost alternative measures currently being used to target the drones, like short range low cost interceptors like Israel's Iron Dome, or kinetic small munitions, electronic warfare also like jamming, and the most important, gun systems like CRAM, shotgun style solutions. They're also capable of intercepting lots of drones, and they're automatic also. I don't know about Iran's actual endgame strategy. But please like and subscribe and look forward to the new series of videos, and please give thoughts and critique in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to it because I'm not an expert in any of these things. This guy is a lunatic and a conspiracy theorist, and he must be destroyed. That's my final message.